Hello and welcome to Zero Chi. The daily read for today comes from the Book of Wisdom by OSHO. I am neither humble nor egoistic, because I have seen that there is no ego. How can there be humbleness then? Humbleness is diluted ego. But if there is no ego, how can you dilute it? If there is no snake, how can you take the poisonous teeth of the snake away? That's what humbleness is. The poisonous teeth have been removed from the snake. Now the snake cannot hurt. Now the snake cannot bite. Now the snake cannot do any harm. But the snake is there. Those teeth were false, because the snake itself is false. Buddha is neither egoistic nor humble. Both are impossible for the man of understanding. The ignorant person can be egoistic, can be humble. Both are aspects of ignorance. And the ignorant person can try to efface the ego, because it is so respectable not to have the ego. One becomes a saint by effacing the ego. One attains great prestige and power by effacing the ego. But it is the same game. The game has not changed. My message to you is, please don't efface yourself. Be yourself. Look within yourself. And in that very seeing, the ego disappears. Even to say disappears is not right. The ego is not found. It has never been there. Its existence depended on your not looking within yourself. Seen, it is no longer there. It has never been there. And then you are individuality, uniqueness, a unique expression of the divine. And then there is great rejoicing. You start blooming. The spring has come. You start dancing. You start singing. Great gratitude arises in you that existence has made you a unique individual. There has never been a person like you before. There is nobody else like you right now in the whole world, and there will never be anybody like you. Just see how much respect existence has paid to you. You are a masterpiece, unrepeatable, incomparable, utterly unique. Even the hottest hot, the rock-like hot, will start melting in gratitude. Tears will start flowing, tears of bliss and joy, tears which laugh. But please remember, empty yourself. Don't efface yourself. In this passage, Osho is discussing the concept of ego and the illusion of humility, explaining how both egoism and humility are rooted in ignorance. He argues that true self-realization goes beyond both, as both are expressions of the same misunderstanding of the self. The metaphor he uses, comparing ego and humbleness to a snake and its poisonous teeth. He's saying that if the ego is an illusion, the snake does not truly exist, then trying to remove its poisonous teeth by practicing humility is equally illusory. Both egoism and humility are constructs of the mind. The true self is not found through the suppression or elimination of ego, but through seeing its non-existence. When we look within and discover there is no ego to begin with, what remains is a deeper individuality, a unique expression of the divine. This realization leads to a profound state of being where comparison, superiority, or inferiority no longer exist. One becomes a unique masterpiece, in harmony with existence, full of gratitude. How often do we repeatedly go back and forth between ego and humility, unaware that both are faces of the same illusion? Real individuality emerges when we stop trying to diminish or inflate the self, and instead see beyond it. This makes me wonder, what would it be like to live without the constant need to defend or showcase the ego? Have any of us truly arrived at that place of pure being, free from the illusion of self-importance or false humility? What if, instead of striving to appear more humble or less ego-driven, We could simply witness our thoughts and actions as natural expressions of a unique divine essence unfolding. Can we envision a world where this is not an ideal, but the lived reality? A world where each person fully embodies their authentic self, connected yet utterly unique? How might that transform the way we live, love, and create? Thank you for joining me here today. Namaste.